Good morning, grade 3, and welcome to our maths class. Children, last time what did we do? Yes, we did to round a number to the nearest 10. Remember? This was our topic, to round a number to the nearest 10. Children, last time what we did was 2-digit numbers, right? Today we are going to move to 3 digits. This is what I had given you for homework. Now most of you, not most, I think everyone who submitted have got the answers right. So I will not discuss this again. I will move to 3-digit numbers now. So children, what do we do first? We need to draw a number line, right? We need to draw a number line. Let me make this a little proper. It looks a little faded. So let me just draw it neatly. Okay. That's better. So now children, our number is 423. What we need to do, children, when we have to round the number to the nearest 10, first we need a number line, okay? Then we have to decide our two benchmarks, right? What number goes on each side of the number line? This is your lower end, the left side is your lower end, and your right side is the higher end. And then you will have a number in the middle, right? Now children, look here. When it is 3-digit number, you look at this place. Which place is this, children? The tens place, right? So how do I read this number? 423. Or I can say 42 tens, right? Or 423. Now children, 423, so that means, look here, it is, what did I say, 42 tens, correct? So 42 tens means here my lower end number will be 420, right? Now I want a number at my higher end. So that means to this 10 over here, what is in the tens place? 2. So if I add 1, so this will become what, children? It will become 430. Or I can say 43 tens. Right? Children, I am repeating again. Please pay attention. We are doing 3-digit numbers rounding to the nearest 10. First is I draw a number line. Now I need two benchmarks, that is my lower end and my higher end. Now my lower end is 420. How did I get 420 or 42 tens? How did I get that, children? Look at the tens place, okay? So that is 42 tens. So it is 420. Now when I want a number at the higher end, I will add here 1. So if I add here 1, this becomes 43 tens or 430, right? Now, what number would be in the middle? What's in the middle? 420, 430. So what will be in the middle, children? 425. Remember last time I told you, this is your middle number which is equidistant from both sides. Now 423, children, where does it fall? Will it fall below 425 or will it fall after 425? Where will 423 fall? This number. On the number line, where will it fall? It will be somewhere over here, right? 423 will be somewhere over here. Correct? So Can I say 423 is more towards 420? Right? It is moving this side to the left side. So what do I say? If my number is 423, so when I am near it, when I am rounding this number to the nearest 10, so it will be 420. Right? So children, do you see? This is my number 420. It is moving closer to the lower 10. The lower 10 is 420. Now let's take another example. Let's take a number. How about 485? 485. Okay. Now, my number line is ready? Yes? Right. Now, I need two benchmarks, the lower side and the higher side. What do I do, children? I see the tens place. Correct? So, what is this, children? 48 tens, or I can say 485. So, what will come over here? The lower side will be 480, right? Now my higher side, what will my higher side be? 490. How did I get 490 here, children? Because I have to add here 1. In the tens place 8, if I add 1, so my higher end I get here as 49 tens of 490. Now what's my middle number, children? What number would come in the middle? 485. Now children, remember this. Last time we had said. You remember? The number which is in the middle or higher than that, it tends to move towards the higher tens. It is closer to this 490. So my number 485, when I round up, it comes to 490. So my answer would be 490. Right? We said this last time, children, you remember? If it is 5 or more than 5, then we have to round the number to the higher side. That is 490. Now let's take another number. If I had, let's take 327. So my lower side, what would my lower side be? I have to look at the tens place, right? So it is, how much is this, children? 32 tens or 327. So my lower side will be 320. Correct. And now my higher side. How do I get my higher side? By adding 1 here in the tens place. So my higher side, when I add 1, so this becomes 330. Right? Now, what number would come in the middle? Between 320 and 330, what number would come in the middle? 325. Now I need to plot this number 327 on the number line. Where would I plot 327? It has to be somewhere after this 325, right? Because 327 comes after 325. All of us know this. So 327 would come somewhere here. So now look at this number, children. It is closer to 330. It is closer to the higher tens over here, 330. Sorry. So if I round this number 327, so my nearest 10 would be 330. right? So children, for homework, you need to do, and children, please remember to do it on a number line. Please children, do it on the number line. I know some of you are good and you are doing it mentally or orally, but I want to see the number line with the numbers plotted, right? So now for homework, I'll post in the broadcast, because in the textbook there's not much. So I will post in the broadcast a few sums which you need to do with the help of a number line. So well children, that's all from my side. See you for the next class. Happy learning.